To the NFL Draft, the Scouting Combine is the biggest checkpoint. No other event has its power to elevate or sink a prospect. Everything comes down to how they test.
From its annual home of Indianapolis, Indiana, it is time for the 2025 NFL Scouting Combine. I'm Kate Scott, so happy to welcome you here for another year alongside someone who went through this event himself as a player. It was a few years ago, but he still remembers it, Mr. Brock Hewitt. And Brock, it is just about time for one of the most important events in the pre-draft process, as these players try to convince all 32 NFL teams that they should be their first-round pick.
And let me just tell you, these guys have prepared as much for today as they did for the most important games of their college careers. We've got our eyes on a lot of the biggest names here, but there's one of my fellow signal callers in particular we're all very excited to see test.
He, of course, the former Maryland Terrapin, and now we get to see this dual-threat quarterback in the 40-yard dash. He's getting ready, down into his stance, and here we go.
Simply put, not a good time for him right there. Just didn't have the burst off the line or the long speed that he needed to.
Coming up, here he is in the 40-yard dash.
That time missed the mark. He said he wanted to run better than that, but that run was much closer to average than exceptional.
Coming up, here he is in the 40-yard dash.
We expected him to test very well here, and he did not disappoint. That's one of the best times we'll see today.
Next up, the all-important test of strength for a future NFLer. It's chest day, baby. Turn on the bench press.
Somebody's a regular in that weight room. As those reps went up, eyes got wider. And this is a total that will grab some attention.
Well, every football fan knows this. Explosiveness and agility are so important at every position. And now we're going to see how much he has of both here in the broad jump.
Well, that mark certainly much shorter than we were all expecting. He really didn't get the explosion he needed in that leap.
So now it's his turn at the broad jump.
That's a good jump from him. That's in the ballpark of what we all expected. So that's going to check this box off for a whole lot of teams.
All right, it is time for the fastest event of the Combine. It's a showcase of how well you can change direction. It's the 20-yard shuttle.
That is such an excellent mark right there, and there's no doubt that he's got the quickness and the change of direction to thrive on an NFL field.
All right, partner, the traditional drills are done. Now the all-important moment where he can make the throws they're going to need him to on Sundays.
That was a tough showing for him. It really was a chance to wow in front of personnel from every team in the league. But this performance, Kate, this performance fell flat. There were some highlights from that performance, no question, but I'm not sure he answered all the questions or checked all the boxes that some of these scouts had with that kind of showing. That was a tough showing for him. It really was a chance to wow in front of personnel from every team in the league. But this performance, Kate, this performance fell flat. That's called ending your combine strong. He got out there with plenty of confidence, and he backed it up with a very good showing, as every scout in the building was watching him.
That wraps up the 2025 NFL Scouting Combine. There were a lot of great
When that cell phone rings, time stops. It's the single second that years upon years of work have been leading toward, and the conversation that follows ends one chapter of a football life while beginning another.
We're back on EA Sports. We'll pick up the action back in the second quarter. Ready now for our second quarter. The Colts have the football. They have 1st and 10. First play, and Rodgers letting it rip. Buys time, rolling right. Rolling. Oh, it's intercepted. What a start. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Ravens are going to have it back, and it's marked at the 38. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and two very different tones and tenors on these two sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
We see the Ravens making their way out now. And they're set up well inside of enemy territory, and they've got a short field after that pick. Comes the Colts offense now for another possession. And they're going to be looking for a little redemption after their interception last drive led to a tie ball game, 14-all. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. That's Odafe Owe with a stop. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Play action here with Rodgers. Buying some time right. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. Here he goes, 3rd and long. No place to go. Ravens take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
Offense about set to take over now, and here's their quarterback out to lead them to the line.
You know, we expected to see a lot of them right away in the preseason. You want your first-round QB as prepared and familiar with this offense in a game setting as he can be when Week 1 rolls around. But this is where he can show the potential the team saw in him without quite as much pressure to win.
Rolling out to his left. That one going to go against the D.
Pass interference. Defense.
So a little too much contact on the part of the defender, and the officials flag him for it. Off the play fake. Here's Rodgers. Headed out right. On it, and he nearly picked it. Oh, couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's 2nd down. All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on 1st down. Rodgers thrown again on 2nd. Chased out to his right. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
The Colts headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And they've got a little over 30 seconds to work with. First down. Here's Rodgers. Escapes the pocket. For big yards on the right side. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it'll be 1st down Colts. New set of downs from 37. Buying some time left. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. Ball stays at that 37. Here's 2nd and 10. He'll throw it. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining.
If this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. So we're all knotted up here at the half, Brock, as we send this over to our buddy Scott Hansen, who's got our halftime report. Scott?
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one, as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the 3rd quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
So in front of the flock of fans in the stands, the Ravens get the win at home. And they're off to a good start in the preseason, Brock. Seen a lot of players fighting together for the victory.
The dream of reaching the NFL has been realized. But within this opening chapter, there is a message for every rookie. In the NFL, nothing is given. Everything must be earned.
Down! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hut, hut.
Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL.
We're in quarter number 2, and it's the Colts who have the football.
Ready?
Here's Rodgers. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Oh, he tried to throw back over the middle, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so.
And here comes the rookie. I don't care how good your college career was. This transition to the NFL is hugely difficult.
It's as simple as this phrase. This is the NFL. It's different.
Ready, ready.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, Shaq.
On play action, Rodgers. Throw out right, pulled in by Downs. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
To throw is Rodgers. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
Xavier McKinney on the tackle. A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
We get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Intended for Michael Pittman.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Keyshawn Nixon on the coverage.
To throw, it's Rodgers.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise, as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball, and if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
Josh Downs.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Colts get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
A 4-yard loss brings up 2nd and 14.
The final shot before half for Rodgers. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
And this is going to be a Colts first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
15 yards on the play. And the Colts first down.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And this one is incomplete. Third quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
It's 4th down.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well. So a win here for the Packers, and it was thanks in part to their man under center, their veteran quarterback.
Yeah, he was just on target all afternoon with 3 touchdown passes. They couldn't find a way to stop him, and ultimately, he guided them to victory.
This franchise considers him a key part of its future. In its present, though, he's going to have to earn his playing time and faces an uphill battle to unseat the current starter.